14 days ago, the United States launched a full naval blockade targeting Iran inside one of the most critical choke points on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. Since then, oil prices have surged, global shipping has slowed, and tensions are rising by the day. But here's the key question. Is this crisis stabilizing or quietly escalating into something much bigger? Today, we break down exactly what has changed, clearly, factually, and without the noise. To understand why this matters, you need to understand the scale. The Strait of Hormuz is just 21 miles wide at its narrowest point, but it carries around 21 million barrels of oil every single day. That's nearly 20% of global oil consumption. Countries like China, India, Japan, and South Korea depend heavily on this route, in some cases for the majority of their oil imports. So when this narrow corridor is disrupted, the impact doesn't stay regional, it spreads globally, fast. This crisis didn't appear overnight. In late February 2026, tensions escalated sharply between Iran, Israel, and the United States. Iran began targeting commercial vessels and deploying naval mines across parts of the strait. Within days, shipping traffic dropped by over 95%, an almost complete freeze. Oil markets reacted instantly. Then, on April 13th, everything changed. The United States ordered a full naval blockade on Iranian ports, aiming to cut off control, secure the waterway, and begin clearing the mines. That marked the beginning of what we're now calling the blockade phase. Chapter 1. Immediate Impact. Within 48 hours, U.S. warships moved into position and began intercepting vessels. Mine-clearing operations started, but under constant threat. Iran responded with a clear warning. If its ports are blocked, no shipping route in the region is safe. The result? Traffic to Iranian ports dropped to nearly zero. Markets reacted fast and sharply. Oil prices jumped another 12% in just 2 weeks, pushing Brent crude well past $110 per barrel. But here's what's driving it. Not just disruption, uncertainty. Shipping companies are avoiding the region. Some are rerouting around Africa. Insurance costs have surged. Even without a total shutdown, fear alone is moving markets. Chapter 3. Military and Global Response. The U.S. now maintains a strong naval presence, including a full carrier strike group. Mine clearing continues, but slowly. Meanwhile, the UK and Spain have declined to join the blockade. France is pushing for diplomatic talks, and China and Russia are openly criticizing the move. This isn't just a regional issue anymore. It's becoming a global strategic divide. Chapter 4. Early Economic Impact. And we're already seeing ripple effects. Fuel prices rising, energy markets tightening, stock markets reacting, especially in Asia. Not because supply is gone, but because confidence is. So where do things stand right now? The blockade is holding. Iran has not directly attacked U.S. forces, yet. Oil is still flowing through alternative routes and reserves, but under pressure. And most importantly, markets are reacting more to risk than reality. Right now, this is a controlled crisis, but one that could shift quickly. The next few weeks will be critical. 3 key questions will shape what happens next. Will Iran escalate militarily? Can the U.S. restore safe passage through the strait? And how will major powers, especially China, respond if energy supplies tighten further? The answers to these questions will define not just this crisis, but potentially the global economy for the rest of 2026. For everyday people, this isn't just geopolitics. It means higher fuel prices, rising costs for goods, and possible supply delays. But it's also something bigger, a real-time example of how one narrow waterway can influence global stability, and understanding it gives you an edge. That's your clear, fact-based update on the Strait of Hormuz crisis after 2 weeks. If you want sharp, no-hype breakdowns of the world's most important events, subscribe to Next World Explained. New videos every Friday. Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. Stay informed. Stay ahead. I'll see you in the next one.